This is Series 2, Episode 5, a bonus video, Transferring the Risk Away from the 7. Hey everyone, it's Mike. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to jump right into this bonus video and we're going to show you a variation where we transfer the risk away from the 7. Iron Cross looks like this. We're going to get a point established and then we're going to place some bets. We're going to put $10 in our field and we're going to put $30 on the 6 and the 8 and we can buy the 5, or let's just play the 5. Okay, so we have $95 in play, and basically what the Iron Cross says is you're going to win on every roll that comes out except for the 7. You're going to win on the 2, the 3, and the 4. You're going to win on the 5, the 6, and the 8. You're going to win those place bets minus your field bet. And then you're going to win on the 9, the 10, the 11, and the 12 in the field. Okay? Now, we showed this, and it sounds great. Win on every roll except the 7. Here's the issue. The 7 is the most common rolled sequence from the dice. So you win on every roll except the 7, but the 7 comes out. There's 6 possible variations, possible combinations of dice. 6 of those to make a 7. So in that regards, it doesn't feel like the best strategy because you're basically trying to avoid the roll that comes out the most often. So another variation that a lot of people have tried. I've seen Waylon do this on his channel. I've seen Color Up do this. We're going to transfer the risk away from the 7 and we're going to transfer it to another number. And since we have a bet on the 5, why don't we transfer our risk away from the 7? Let's transfer it to the 5. The 5, there's only 4 ways to roll a 5 and there's 6 ways to roll the 7. So if we transfer our risk away from the 7 and onto the 5, we would then, it would look like this. Let's just hypothetically, we've got $70 in play. Let's put a $200 lay bet behind the 5. That wins $2 for every 3. Okay, so this is going to win about, is it going to win about $70? This might be pretty close to an even, but let's think about what we've got here. We now win on a 2, a 3, a 4, a 6, a 7, because we're betting against the 5, 7, an 8, a 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we win on every number except the 5. And since the 5 doesn't roll as often as the 7, we should not hit the 5 as often as we would roll the 7. Does that make sense? Let's just play it out and see what we've got. Okay, now that we've kind of explained the strategy, this new variation, let's go ahead and try it on a few live rolls. I'm going to go ahead and roll for a point. Let's get a point established. And again, let someone else roll if you'd like. Okay, the puck moves to the 5. Let's go ahead and get set up. Let's do $10 in the field, 30 on the 6 and 8, and 150 behind the 5. Okay, we've transferred our risk away from the 7 and we transferred it to the 5. We need to avoid that number. Okay, there's a 10 that wins $10 in the field. There's a 2 that pays double, that pays 20 in the field. There's the 9. So far we've hit field numbers. There's the 7 out. And the 7 out wins us $25. Does that make sense? We've transferred our risk away from the 7. And we just rolled the 7 and won $25. Let's go ahead and get the next shooter. Let's go ahead and get a point. The point is going to be a 4. Let's go ahead and set up. $10 in the field. 30 on the 6 and 8. 150 behind the 5. Okay. There is an 11. That's a $10 winner. There's the 5. That loses 150 behind the 5 and $10 in the field. That lost us 160. Okay? Same shooter. Okay, that didn't change the shooter. You only change shooters on a 7 out. So we can just replace our field bet and our lay bet. Okay? Let's try to avoid that 5. There's a 6. That wins us $25. Don't forget to replace your field bet. There's a 10. That's a $10 winner. There's a 9. That's another $10 winner. And there's a 6. That's a $25 winner. 35 on the place bet minus your 10. So don't forget to replace that. That's us a $25 win. There's a 9. That's another $10 win. There's an 8. That's a $25 win. Don't forget to replace your field bet. There's a 6. Let's replace that field bet. And there's the 5. So as soon as we dug ourselves out of the hole, we rolled the 5. So let's replace that. Let's go ahead and put 10 in the field. 150. Let's roll. There's a 4. That's the point. So the puck is off. Our place bets are off, but our field bet and our lay bet are on. So do we want to just turn these on? Or do we want to turn our other bets off? Let's turn our other bets off, because this whole time that we've played, we have waited for a point to be established. So let's do that again. Let's wait for the point. Okay, the puck's going to move to the 4. Let's go ahead and set back up. Okay, 10 in the field, 30 on the 6 and 8, 150 behind the 5. We got to make up $105 here. There's the 7 out. 7 out. The puck is off. We're going to go to the next shooter, but we made $25. Okay. Next shooter's coming out. Rolls a 10. This is shooter 3. Puck moves to the 10. Let's go ahead and get set up. Okay, let's roll. There's an 8. That wins us 25. Replace that bet. There's a 3. That's a $10 winner in the field. A 10 is another $10 winner in the field. And the puck is off. So let's take these bets down. Let's get another point. 7 on the come out. Wins on the pass line. There's another 10. Puck moves back to the 10. Let's get set up. $150 behind. Let's roll. There's the 8. That wins 25. Replace our field bet. 7 out. Wins us 25. Puck is off. So does this make sense? We've transferred the risk away from the 7. The 7 now wins us the same as the 6 and the 8. But now we have to avoid the 5. Okay? So I think that explains it. Unfortunately, we did roll the 5 3 times, so we had to dig ourselves out of the hole. But we are positive now. If we can get that hot shooter that rolls lots of 6s and 8s and then finally does roll a 7 out, we're okay. We just have to avoid that 5. So this is yet another variation of the Iron Cross where we are transferring the risk away from the 7. Okay? Hope it all makes sense. So hope everyone's having a great day today. That's where we're going to leave it here. And as always, thanks for watching.